Hi, welcome to Scotty Wandering. My name is Peter and I am beginning another trip up to the UP. But first, on the way, there's something I've been meaning to tell you about and let you know my favorite little spot to stop on the way up is Westfield. Now, my family has roots here. My mom grew up in Westfield. And we have our family reunion over in Pioneer Park every year. But the thing that you stop at, besides you got a Subway and the Amish markets or Amish folks there, it's poppin', you've got McDonald's and Burger King and all that there. Go a little further. Go past the Pioneer Inn Hotel and you will find this. I stop here every time I'm traveling up 51 to fill up my water, because this is some of the best water you will find. As fast as you can set them in, especially filling 2 of them at once, they fill up. Some of the best water you will ever find. Heat it up too. Oh, and if you plug them up, you get a drink out of it. And don't forget to fill your water bottle as well. Look how fast that's going. You're heading up 51. It's definitely worth it. Like I said, I fill up every time I'm here. And this spot now has electric vehicle charging stations as well. Got a campsite. Alright, first off, I scratched my lens. There's a scratch up here, so everything up there is going to look fuzzy now. I did that at the well. I was trying to get a picture, set it on the tripod, and it slipped off and scratched my lens. So, gotta live with that this trip. Anyway, I am in the Ottawa National Forest. I am at Black River Harbor Campground, is where I wound up settling in. It's one of the few campgrounds in the Ottawa National Forest that actually has a reservation system, and only some of them are reservable. Well, there's a first come, first serve. So I grabbed the one that was across from what it said, Scenic Overlook Trail. I thought it would be right there, but no, it's a trail down. So we're going to go down and look at the harbor. And also here in this campground is, oh, yeah, I got service. Also in this campground, along here is Black River Falls, which is actually 5 distinct waterfalls. And apparently I am standing in the spot with service, so I'm going to check my phone while I can. Alright, I made it down the hill to the harbor and the day use area. Let's take a look around. What I do know is the North Country Trail comes through here and goes past all the waterfalls. So I actually follow the North Country Trail to find the waterfalls. And it truly is a little harbor here. I'm not sure what the original intent of this is, but you can bring your boat here off Lake Superior. Well, this walkway looks absolutely brand new and gorgeous. Well, spend the night here with your boat, between 12 and 25 bucks a night. Not bad. This whole stretch here is mooring for your boats that you can use for overnights. But it is a black river. You can't see through it. There was a spot where you could, where rocks are coming up right to the surface, and it's probably only about 5 feet deep right here. So I want to make sure you know the depth, and that is a gorgeous bridge. Originally built by the CCC, reconstructed in '68, and improvements in 2009. Beautiful bridge. All right, let's start with I am here. So Wisconsin, UP, not the furthest west campground. There is a county park a little further over, but that was $30 a night, and I'm only paying $16. So campground loop, 40 sites. We'll get a full tour of that at the end. Right now, I walked over, which is the day use trail, went down to the marina. I'm up here. I'm going to walk this trail out, see Rainbow Falls, head back to the campground, and tomorrow morning I'll set out and see all the other ones. There will be stairs. Lots of them. So if you're coming from the parking lot, nice, smooth, beautiful trail. I came from, well, the day use area up the North Country Trail, not smooth and gentle. This is off to the parking lot for Rainbow Falls. And here's your warning. You'll see it when I do. Well, this side is not the best viewing angle, but the trail on the other side of the bridge comes up over there. And there may be better access from over there. Then down the canyon, and I can see that people have been down there because they stacked rocks. That's not a trail marker. But this shows signs of pothole originally that grew to create these falls. The layering of the rock really tells a story with the simple sandstone, and then on top of it is this gravelly layer that's like concrete. That all of this was under something else compressed at one point. And we're definitely in a low flow period right now because it feels like all of this could be underwater at times. Yep, that's a lot of stairs. Some are a little wonky. I can see why people have chosen option B. Sometimes the stairs aren't the easiest way. I get the feeling that this is a very limited version of the falls. The water flow seems low, but there's still a lot of water flowing. It could be so much grander. But it all funnels through here. if you're into geology, this is the place to be. I mean, you got a couple different kinds of rock going on here, all piled up together. Pretty cool spot. The foamy blob's gonna get you. Oh, and potholes. This place has potholes all over the place. That's a fairly deep hole there. Now the really deep one seems to be over here. And this is in, well, I'd say stagnant water, but it should be warm. And it's deep in this little grotto here next to the waterfall. Pothole. Potholes. And signs of potholes up there of the past. Give yourself plenty of time to enjoy this spot. It's two different falls. All right, Gorge Falls first. Now that's a short walk. I wasn't here, you can't prove it. It's time to replace the steps with something more like trek decking, and they know it. This whole section is technically closed. But, you know, close it, you can't see this. And a separate viewing platform just to take in the gorge. I don't really see any good access down there. It looks like there used to be stairs. No more. But someone's been down there, because I see another stack of rocks. Finally, a trail worthy of being called accessible. That's coming from the parking lot like that. And I think I actually have a useful viewpoint. I passed another set of stairs down and up that are closed. There's a lot of that in this location. Let's see what's over here. Giant pothole down there. And obviously, mostly dry riverbed. It's even rained the past couple days up here. Well, if you have limited mobility, that one, that's Pottawatomi Falls, is not a bad one to see. I'm sure during snowmelt season, there's a lot more going on there than there is now. Like, I think we have half the waterfall that we would have then. Now, just to clarify, Gorge Falls, that end of the parking lot, 400 feet. Pottawatomi Falls, from this end of the parking lot, 550 feet. This is the accessible one. and that was the lot to the left. The lot to the right also will get you to Pottawatomi Falls, but not the accessible trail. All right, my last stop here is Conglomerate Falls. Last stop because I started from the campground working in the bay, working my way up. If you're coming in, this would be the first one you'd come to. And it is a 3/4 of a mile hike in and back out. I have no idea what the stairs are like. There's nothing sketchy about this log hanging over the trail. All right, I've made it within earshot, and I can already tell this one's going to be a little different by the way the splashing sounds. And there's beautiful cascades and rocky stream downstream too. And a big pool in between. Looks swimmable to me. Well, I say that because, you know, water levels are low right now. Alright, we're going to end this video now with the campground tour. 40 sites to go through, so we're not really quite at the end yet, but that's how this is going to end. Well, while I'm walking past it, here is the information board and pay station for this campground, Black River Harbor Campground. It said there are 40 sites. The ones in red are the ones that are reservable. The other ones are all first come, first serve, and sites are only available for occupancy with a reservation through recreation.gov. If you have a reservation, you must have occupied the site reserved, even if other sites appear vacant. So you can't come and say, I reserved here, but ooh, I like that one better. You can't do that. You got to take what you reserved. $16 a night, $8 with your senior access pass, and you do need to have some sort of a pass, a sort of a parking pass here on top of that. And stay limit is 14 days. Okay, pay station, dumpster, split of the loop. We're going to start down this way. Site 1. That's about all you're going to be able to do with any solar, is like try to eke out a view for a couple hours when the sun's in the right spot. All of them are paved, have paved pads and then gravel extensions. This is site 2. Site 3 over there. Then we have a downhill slope in the gap to the next section. And these are about as far away from the bathroom as you can be. Right, site 4, as you can see, we have a gravel pad that ends. And then they're back where they found their best level spot. Site 5 here, reservable. This one's got a nice side place for picnic table and fire ring. Alright, 6 on the left here. This one's got a bit of a drop off on either side of the pad. A little bit of upward slope and very nice and grassy back there. That one's first come, first served. This one's reservable. This one does not have much extension beyond the paved pad. Now, what kind of surprises me is when I looked at the website on the state forest and things, they listed a couple of campgrounds that are free. There's maybe 3 or 4 sites in these campgrounds, but they listed them as free because they just had a vault toilet or a pit toilet or whatever you want to call it, and no pressurized water. the water here isn't working. This one is paid and reserved, but there's no water here right now for some reason. I have no idea why. Site 8. I don't know, there's a power pole back there, but none of these are electric, I know of. Site 9, reservable. Definitely no room for an extension beyond the pad there. Not that these pads are short. Site 10. Site 10 is the closest to the restroom of all of them. It's right behind there. Site 11, reservable. And then parking area for the restroom across from that. And the restroom here is just a his and hers vault toilet. Site 12, non-reservable. First come, first serve. Site 13 on the inside is reservable. Site 14, first come, first serve. This one has a little offshoot trail that takes you down to the bay area. Take us to 15 here. Again, I'm sure there's a short hop over to the trail there. I'm over in 16. So you can get a good sense here of fair size pad. So if I'm already 20 feet, that's 45 feet, and you can go beyond that too. So there's quite a bit of room in these sites. I'm surprised not seeing bigger rigs here, other than there's no services here for you. All right, my path to the bathroom is down the long path there. The challenge is finding your way back, which path you're working off back. Across from the scenic overlook, which is not the scenic overlook. This is just the path down to the bay. There's a different scenic overlook path. Site 17 over here. Now, the one that, if you're going to reserve and you can grab it, that's best, is 18 over here. This one is the only one that truly has a view out onto the lake. So it's kind of cliffside and you can see through. Okay, 19 is reservable, very open and exposed site to the world. 20, also reservable, backing up to the hill, to the cliff. 21 over here, they're actually got a really nice sleeping hammock back there. 22, non-reservable. But you see pad, and this is the first one that has sort of a step up to the picnic table, fire ring, and place for a tent in the back. Across from that, 23, you got one of these nifty trailers that settles down in, so it's sitting on the ground. And again, another water source that isn't. And I'm going to go take another look at the scenic view right now, because I think that I can actually see right now in the distance. Alright, out here at the viewpoint, nice picnic table and bench. And this is one of the few spots where sometimes I get service. So if you need some service. Now I'm looking out here, looking out to the northwest, and pretty much nothing out there because it's just lake. But on a good clear day without smoke, oh, I see, I've seen, that actually looks like a line of clouds. It's hard to tell what's going on out there because it's all just gray. But on a good clear day, you might be able to see some of the Apostle Islands way in the distance. Okay, Site 24, first come, first serve. Site 25, it's kind of tells me if they were to have a camp host, it might be in a place like this. You know, usually that's where the information signs are. Alright, 26 over here, 27 over there. And there's a gap, another path to the bathroom, odd building, and trail. $29. 30 over here. Dogs are hanging out. 31. Small pack over there. 31 was reservable. 32. Nice flat long site. You need something big. There's room. 33 reservable. Seems to open up to a ravine or something behind it. Let's take a look. And this is kind of what's off behind it if you're working your way through a non-existent path. By the time this video comes out, this back there is probably very pretty in the fall colors. I'm here at the end of when am I here? Oh, end of July. And this site is littered with little shards of glass. I don't know if you can see that. Little shards of glass everywhere. It's like somebody had a broken car window here or something. Alright, 34. Nice flat site. That's very flat. 35 over here, reservable. Ever so slight uphill slope. Again, non-existent water. $37 over here. Did I say 37 before? This is 37 reservable. 38 definite uphill slope, reservable. Getting close to the end. I'm having troubles with my eyes. That's 36 there. 38 was over here. Very long site. Big space off to the side as well. That's a very big site. 39 over here with the sun beaming into it right now. Again, pretty long site. And the last site, reservable. Bit of an upward slope. And this is the kind of thing where they're saying, hey, you reserved this site. I know you had to drive all the way around and saw some better sites. But this is the one you paid for. This is the one you're using. All right, so that's my tour for you and review-ish of Black River Bay and Black River Falls, Black River Bay Campground in the Ottawa National Forest. Lot to do all in one spot. I'm here, like I said, on the North Country Trail, so that's also included in this conglomerate of stuff. Great place to come visit. Lots to do, lots of hiking. If you got the right team of people, You can do the hike from either the top down up here at Conglomerate Falls all the way down to the bay, or from the bay up to Conglomerate Falls, and have a driver. There's always somebody in the group who just doesn't want to make that whole hike. Or you can do it like I did and drive to each individual parking lot and walk in. So it's your choice. Just know that as many steps as there is even more grade change if you're following the North Country Trail, because those grade changes don't have stairs. So that's what I got for you. My next stop is I am heading south here, from here, closer to the Wisconsin border, south of Highway 2, and I'm going to tour 4 distinct campgrounds in the Ottawa National Forest, all first come, first serve, and I'll put that all in one video, and then I'm heading into the Porky. So keep your eye out for more videos from the UP. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see those and have them show up in your feed. I'll see you on the next one. Get on out there and go look for waterfalls.